Monday, October 21st. Leaves are falling. Falling. Probably working on that tree. Oh, guess I'm going the other way. I don't know if that's possible. Yep. Looks like they're finally working on that tree. Well, I guess I'm going the other way. Glad they're finally taking that thing down, though. Oh, I got an itch. Just a beautiful day to zip around. So this morning was a pre-order for the Analog 64. Get super nervous whenever there's those pre-orders because I've seen them. I've seen how fast they sell out. So by the time I was on top of it, my game, and I was like, as soon as the store went live. But I made this mistake of using my desktop, which, like, browsers on desktops for some reason are way slower than on, like, tablets. I got a Tab S7, yeah, it's like the Samsung flagship tablet. And this thing is just lightning fast. And, so I should have done everything on my tablet because that's where I do most of my shopping and browsing. I use my desktop for editing and, games and occasional programming. By the time I got everything in my cart, there was already a line, so I was waiting in line to check out. They'd implemented like a a line for the checkout process, and so I wanted to secure a black one. I check out with the black one, and I go to, after I secure a black one, I go click on the controller. I want to get a couple of black controllers to go with it, the 8-bit though, 60, Nintendo 64 controllers, which, quite honestly, I think they could have done a lot better style-wise. It doesn't really look at all like an N64 controller, so by the time I got, this is probably within 5 minutes, by the time I got, jeez. The air is kind of thick today. I swear that really affects the performance of motorcycles. When the air is like thin and cool, I swear these things go so much faster. And this is EFI too, so it's not even a carburetor thing. There's still some kind of aspiration that is required. I don't know anything about motors really, so I know enough to be dangerous. I know enough to take them apart and probably not know how to get them back together. So by the time I checked out with the black one, I went over to Amazon to grab a couple of the controllers. The black controllers were already sold out. What do I do? Hey, there's Donnywood. Donnywood. There goes my Indian again. I grabbed 2 of the white ones, and I successfully grabbed 2 white ones off Amazon. And I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm going to buy a white Analog 64 also. So I did it, and there was one available, still available. They still haven't. So last I checked, they still haven't sell out. So the limit is working. Do I do 113? To do 113 or not to do 113? That's too boring. Fuck it. I'll do it. Let's see what it's like going there. Might not be so bad until I get pulled over for doing 40. "113 is the longest, stupidest, boringest road in New Hampshire. 'Cause all you see is rich assholes, and the speed limit is 35. And I'm going 47. No parking. Temporary police order." Why? We spent a lot of manpower putting up all these signs. Your tax money. I try to pretty much express myself the way I want to on this fucking YouTube channel. But there's so many things I still can't say that I want to say. My dad, when I was growing up, both of my parents are Italian immigrants. And of course, they, when they immigrated, they came through New Haven, Connecticut. And, growing up, we first lived, I think, in Hamden, Connecticut. Then, when my parents saved up enough money, they bought a nice house in Cheshire. This is before Cheshire was discovered by city people, and it was just this awesome little farm town, truly quaint, like in the good sense, like no one was snobby. It was just people were just really relaxed, and smart. A lot of smart people, a lot of good athletes too. A lot of smart athletes. There was just this real like Renaissance culture in that little town. So anyway, occasionally we would drive through like New Haven to get like pastry or stuffed breads or whatever. And my dad always said, see all these people in the city, and like if you've been to New York City, you know this to be true. I imagine any city. Biggest city I've ever been to was New York City. That was the last time I ever wanted to go to the city. I'll tell you that. But he used to say people in the city, they're Italian slang, shimanud. It means like their brains are not working right. And that's the truth, man. They come into like rural communities and they just bring with them all these bad ideas. It's a nice view. And the lack of self-awareness is appalling, really. Like they don't put two and two together. Like we left the city because it sucks, but we're going to vote for all the stuff that made the city suck. Like we want to live in this rural area, but we want basically turn it into a city, have all the conveniences. Well, it's no longer rural, then, is it? But there's no brains, man. Brain rot. Wow, it's like pretty hot in the sun. Air is kind of thick today. I'm wearing my mesh jacket, so. Madam President. Yes. The one real farmhouse with the Trump sign. Those are the natives. People that are actually from New Hampshire. This asshole. Look at this asshole. King's Guard over here. Look at all these Harris signs. Look at this asshole. Why? Why? What a dickhead. Camper? I feel like a gay camper? Camper? Why are there still turkeys away? Oh, that's right. No one here probably hunts. Posted! Oh, I almost missed it. Oh! That was pretty slow down. Jeez. Gosh, it's warm today, even in the shade. I'm surprised. Looks like there was someone through here because I see dust. Oh, yeah. Well, it sure looks beautiful today. Oh, gosh. Man, these gears can go high. It's only second gear. Keep forgetting these things are just big dirt bikes. Big old school dirt bikes. It's one of the best views right here. Put down some fresh gravel there. It's kind of fun. A lot of leaves covering the road. Well, my back tire got off the ground. I don't know how good that is. Here comes a big hill here. Whoa! That rear tire just kicked out. So I did not get the proper run. Can't really go as fast today because I forgot my goggles and got this stupid tinted visor down. I wasn't really planning on coming here today, so it's just kind of a last minute thing. Kind of taking the leisurely course here. A leisurely course. Oh, this is a very steep hill. And here's the best part. Looks like the majority of the trees on these mountains are evergreens, so you're not going to get the pretty fall foliage thing too much. You do get some there. Hey, we got some people here. Mansions in the mountains. Five more years, it'll be New Hampshire. Mansions in the mountains. Well, if I just go straight and I'll end up at the coffee shop. I met these two guys over there and that's where they're headed. That's quite a turn there. So I met a couple guys, and it was cool. Older guys in their 60s. Had some coffee together and had good conversation. I'm going to see if I can do 20 miles an hour on this motorcycle. What a great day. What a just nice day for a ride. It's a great ride. I don't like filming inside of places. Like when I go to the range, the coffee shop, I consider that it would be kind of cool to have that footage, but I don't like making people uncomfortable, you know. I got stickers. Ed River Coffee House. That's one of the best views around. And that. Hopefully they're done with that tree. I gotta get home. What a great day. Got out for a ride. Beautiful fall foliage. Got up to Sandwich Notch. Did Sandwich Notch. Met some people. Had some good coffee. I said to the guy, as we were talking about Waterville Valley Kebab, I said to him, like, what is that? And he said, it's its own little community. I'm like, that's what I thought. And I said, it's kind of creepy. And he's like, it is creepy. And he's like, the other guy says, they're just people that are better than everybody else. I'm like, that's kind of what I felt. I said, I felt like I didn't belong there. And they laughed. And they're like, yeah, he's like, basically said, yeah. That's basically what what it comes down to. It's just that's how I felt when I was driving through. It's like, wow, I don't belong here. I felt like small. Those internationals, they have a look like an old freight train. Like those old, like, 1940s, not freight train, passenger train. I forget what they call those. Those old, like, 1940s, 1950s passenger trains, how they had that certain grill. I noticed those international trucks that kind of have that grill, like an old passenger train. Like that. Oh my god, I almost lost it. Woo. I did not take that turn properly. I'm not even entirely sure. I'll have to look at the footage to determine what I did. This road is really covered in leaves. Riding in the leaves. Can we ride in the leaves? Let's see. No, they don't give you much of a traction problem. Be cool to have like a tail cam there. Seeing what happens to the leaves. Well, I missed this school bus, so that's good. Yeah. No dice, huh? He says we can go. No. What's the best way to go here? That way? All right. Thanks, guys.